is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A handoff to Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let this go deep. Back up. This is caught inside the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play. Tried to start it out with a bang. But it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Darnold. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. And
he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Brandon Graham able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Darnold trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be taken at the 10. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's a give to Fournette. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now it's Darnold. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at
All
them.
right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Wait, 80. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. 1, Omaha. 13.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
6.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's got his man. It's Curse. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
That's caught right side by Anderson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Fournette working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
21. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw, Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. An update from down in L.A., and that lead there for the Rams has extended. They just scored again. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Watch 10. 11. 11.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And an alley to run. Evades him at the 20. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Fournette. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This is Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Ingram again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Off of play action, Darnold. He's got Curse. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Darnold on first down. He goes underneath to Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back. Get the 36. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. You. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun. Leopard.
Darnold from the gun. He dumps it down to Ingram. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To the air again, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, Darnold. And this is Ertz with it, right side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
To throw is Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He'll buy some time right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run with Fournette. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers continue to roll. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Set. 3-19.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Take it at the 37. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter down in Arizona. And that one a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Seahawks. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now it's Darnold. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left, and he fires one that's intercepted. picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. 96 yards. And the 49ers continue to roll. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the carry, it's Cannon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go again with Cannon. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Patriot. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Steps away to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 45. On the run, it's Fournette. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And when she...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down throw, Darnold. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Jets on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Check.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. On play action, now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And it's up and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, it's Darnold. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Off. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Gun. Detroit.
On first and 10, Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at about the 31, the 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This one fielded at the 5. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
319.
Here's Cannon. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's third and 10.
Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Mike, check. 59.
Now Darnold. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a big 32-yard play on third. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run. This is Cannon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
56.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every